of you voting for Labour. Labour has been working for you, and Labour has delivered according to the plans put forward by our common leader, none other than Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, the greatest leader, not only here in St. Vincent, but across the Caribbean. And so, comrades, I want you, as you look forward to the 27th of November, I want you to be conscious. I want you to be sure of the journey that is before you. And so I want to have a conversation with you tonight. I want to have a conversation that you can reflect on where we are, where we have come from, and where we want to go. And I want to start that conversation like this. What is it that you want for your future? What is it that you want for your children's future? Have you asked yourself those questions? What is it that I want for my children and my children's future? There are two parties in these general elections that are putting forward its plans to you. I want you to make an observation and see which of these parties, which of the candidates are offering you the best in the future. Let me start by saying, the ULP has a plan in moving forward for these elections and beyond. The NDP, they say they have a plan. All they are saying to you, they have a plan. But I say to you, I don't know how many of you can remember before 2001. Because life did not begin in 2001. But I say to you, in running a government, you need leadership. You need to understand what it is in terms of what is required to move the country forward and how you prepare yourself in moving the country forward. Let me say to you, understand this. Understand this. Before 2001, the NDP was in government, and I want you to listen to this. While the NDP was in government before 2001, they collected more monies in terms of taxes. They collected up to 40% of taxes from companies and from you as salaries. But even though they collected more monies, I want to say to you, there were more poverty in St. Vincent and the Grenadines when the NDP was in office. There were less jobs in this country. there were less scholarships for our children at our schools. They did not build one single school for 17 years they were in government. I said to you, today, under this ULP, the ULP has reversed taxes downwards. The ULP has been collecting up to last year, up to this year, 27% of your taxes. And next year, the taxes of this country goes down to 26%. It means for the last 24 and a half years, 25 years, your taxes have been reduced tremendously from 40% to 26%. It means that the government over the last 24 and a half years, 25 years, have decided to collect less revenue from you and put more money into your pocket. Not only that, this government has reduced poverty. When we came to government in 2001, poverty was 27%. Today, poverty is less than 3%. The figures are there for you to look at. When we came to government in 2001, there were less jobs in this country. Today, more people are working and working for more money than before. When we came to government, the basic wage was just around $20. Today, the basic wage is $56. And it will be increased by next year. These are facts before us. When we came to government, scholarships was only 4 out of St. Vincent. Today, scholarships are by the thousands. Right here in this constituency, there are 150 students from this constituency at universities all over the world. Give it up for Labour, because Labour has been working for you.
I wanna love you and treat you right. I wanna love you.
I say to you, it is important that you know it equally, that the politicians on the opposition party have already indicated that the salaries for parliamentarians are too low. I tell you something. In 2000, you had the parliament offering themselves more money, and the people in 2000 rejected the party in government and the NDP because they wanted to give themselves more money as parliamentarians. And for 24 and a half years, this administration have continued to work for the same salary, notwithstanding the incremental issues on our salaries, but the basic salary still remains the same. The NDP parliamentarians cannot see themselves working for such a salary. Already, They want more money. It's you. So comrades, Labour has been working for you. And we have been working very hard to ensure that we lift the standard of living for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
All the Labour shouting, Labour, Labour working for we. All the hills they blazing, Labour, Labour working for we.
Comrades, I want to say to you, Comrade Sabota Caesar, though he would have been in the cabinet and the parliament for some time, he was not there at the beginning of the journey. But I said to you, in the very first 5 years, when we were elected in 2001, although they said that we are one-term papa, but we have moved from a one-term papa. We are 5 terms now, and we are going to be a 6-term papa, because after the next election, it is 6 in a row. But I said to you, in our first term, the idea was to begin the process of moving this country forward. And so, to move the objective forward, education was the basis, the platform for us to move the country forward. And this government began the process by instituting preschools in our primary schools. Langley Park has preschool now. Sandy Bay has preschool. Owe has preschool. And Fancy is about to get their preschool. In other words, all of the schools will have preschools. People like me and you, who are beyond 40 years, we did not have that opportunity to go to a preschool. But all of our children has the opportunity now to go to preschool. Never mind, it was said from the NDP platform that they are going to pay you $500 to produce a child. What insult to our young mothers in this country. The NDP is paying you $500 to get pregnant and to get a baby. Real insultive. These are the things that you must look at in deciding what party that you must vote to put into government. And so, while we started with the preschool, we also ensured that there's universal access to secondary education. That is, we wanted to make sure that all of the children of secondary school age should go to secondary school. When we came to government, 39% or 39 out of every 100 students went to secondary school. This government said, no, all of our children of secondary school age should go to secondary school. And so, as a result of that, we built a number of schools, secondary schools, all over St. Vincent and the Grenadines, including in this constituency of North Windward. Comrades, I want to remind you that the present candidate for the NDP made the comment after the eruption of the La Soufrière volcano, and we began building the secondary school at Montyoung. The candidate said no school should be built to have the children going to that school because the school should be built back in Sandy Bay. Well, of course, we knew the circumstances. We were advised during the time frame that you could not have built a school to have the children going back to secondary school. So we had to build it at Mount Young. But this lady said, no, we should not build a school until we have the all clear to go back to Sandy Bay, which would have been taking us building that school into the new year, and the children would have lost another year for secondary school. That is the thinking of the NDP and the candidates you have running for the NDP. Comrades, I can say to you, I, as a representative for this constituency for the last 24 and a half years, I'm very pleased for the results that have come out of this constituency when it comes to education. Because I can say to you that I believe right in this crowd, there is a young lady who is 26 years old and who has now returned from university as a doctor. There are several doctors who have come out of this constituency. There are several lawyers. We have students coming out of all the profession you can think about. And so, I'm happy that I've been able to deliver not only in education, but in health services. I've been able to deliver in the housing revolution. Many of you have benefited tremendously from the work we have been doing in repair and rebuilding houses. Many of the older people benefited from the Life to Live program. Many of the older ones have benefited from the 100% mortgage that this government has put forward. These are the programs that you should look at in making the decision going forward. And I say to you, comrades, my heart is satisfied that I have given my best, because before 2001, as the rain would have come in down here a while ago, we would not been able to move across from here above the Joy River. And so, what we have, we ensure that we build a bridge to make sure that we can traverse north and south, even though the weather is terrible.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone.
So, comrades, I have done my very best to ensure that this community is a much better one. I have assisted in ensuring that there is better social protection for all our people, including our farmers. When the NDP was in government, the Arrowwood farmers never ever benefited as they have benefited under this administration. And so, I want you to ask your mother, ask your sister, ask your brother, ask your son, ask your daughter, in terms of making that decision going forward, where your future lies in all of this. And so, as I started, I said to you that I will not be your candidate in the next elections. I have run the race. I fought the good fight. And the time has come when I should step back and to offer the way forward to someone else. And I'm happy that I've been able to attract a candidate like Grace Walters coming out of Sandy Bay. Grace is a daughter of the soil. She has done tremendous work to earn herself to be the next representative of this constituency. I know Mother Sarah Baptiste, a lady who have delivered over 2,000 babies in this country. I know when she used to walk from Sandy Bay to Fancy or below the river. I can attest to that. I know of a lady who was having a baby run at a place called Copper Hole. And they had to take Mother Baptiste from Fancy in a boat and take her home to Copper Hole. Grace has been doing such. Grace has done a lot for healthcare in this country. And comrades, I strongly recommend Grace Walters to you as the next candidate, the ULP's candidate, and the ULP's representative for the constituency of North Winwood after the 27th of November 2025. So comrades, on election day, go out and vote. Vote solidly. Vote for Grace Walters and return the ULP's candidate, Grace Walters, in the next elections. Thank you very much.
Voting for Labour. We are my neighbor. Voting for Labour. Show me your voting finger. Raise up your voting finger. Show me your voting finger. Raise up the voting. Alright, me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour. Voting for Labour. Me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour. Somebody's away. We voting the comrade back. Yeah, we voting the comrade back. Cause why? Me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour. Voting for Labour. Me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour. And the Maxine comrade with the $1 million due. The Maxine comrade with the $1 million due.
Comrades, put it together once again for the Iron Man, the Honorable Montgomery Daniel, Deputy Prime Minister. All the persons who are supposed to be performing, please remain backstage. Once again, all the persons who are supposed to be performing, please remain backstage. Can I get some more juice on this mic, please? I got plenty more deals to do, comrade. I can't afford to host right now. I need my voice. Comrades, I'm looking for Mitch. I can't find Mitch. Anybody seeing Mitch right now? Anybody seeing Mitch right now? Where Mitch? Point him out, point him out. All right. All bring the mic. Bring the mic for Mitch. We ready to turn it up some more? All you know that fella? A couple of years ago, he said, George Strong full. All right, comrades, make some room for Mitch.
Labour people, let me hear you scream. Put them flags up. Put them up, put them up, put them up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Eminem. Let me talk to the people. All right. So now Twin Road passing, let me hear you say yeah. I want you to tell me who you're voting. Who you're voting? Labour! Run it, Lemonem! Comrades! It's election time! Who you backing? Labour! I'm backing Labour! Who you backing? No! Them are on the giving the tail. Who we giving? Six. Labour. Tell me who you backing? Hey. Who you backing? Labour. I'm backing Labour. Who you voting? Hey, I'm voting Labour. Hey, I'm voting. Hey, I'm backing Labour. All who backing Labour, let me see your hand. I'm backing Labour. Say it. Hey, I'm backing. What? No Twin One. Hey. In control. On the road. In control. 6 nail in the tail. We giving them 6 nail. Who you backing? Tell me. Hey, who you backing? Hey, come out of that. Hey. Who you giving? Grace. Let me hear you say grace. Hey. We're giving them 5 and come back. This so Grace, ready. Come here, so.
All your face.
Show me Grace. Hey, you ready for Grace? Hey, Labour. Hey, we ready for Grace. Yes, don't have no doubt. The seat is yours. Don't have no blame. Them with Grace. It's 5 and 1. Not Twin One with Grace. It's 5 and 1. Lex. Let me see your hand. 5 and 1. It's 5 and 1. Hey. Redundant with Grace. It's 5 and 1. Who you backing? All right, go down there, so. Go down there. Go down, Eminem. Let me tell you this one here, so. I want all North Windward people say grace. Say grace. And if all you believe, we coming home with grace. Let me hear you say grace. You believe we coming home with grace? Give me it. Hey, Labour people. All right. Why? With grace. It's election 25. It's an historic occasion. Every star will come alive to shine on this nation. Every Twin word, you know we set the pace. The candidate we love is the Dr. Grace. Now Twin word coming home with grace. Labour winning the seat with grace. Tell the NDP, go hide their face. Why? Hey, my people. Oh yeah. Love Yeah! Election 25, the great occasion. Every star will come alive to shine on this nation. Here in North Windward, you know we set the pace. The candidate we love is the Dr. Grace. North Windward coming home with grace. Labour winning the seat with grace. Tell the NDP, go hide their face. Hey, hey, we coming home with grace. Labour winning the seat with grace. Tell the NDP, go hide their face. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, man. Every Marcy, everybody, every mommy, every daddy, go out and vote. Don't stay home. Yes. Yeah, man.
Vote for the star. We voting
To
for
Labour.
following the star.
Labour is the best, better by far. Our comrade leader is the best that we have seen.
This is the answer.
Do not win one stream. I say, we coming home. If you're coming home with grace, let me see you. Go hide your face. Hey, hey, we coming home with grace. Labour winning the. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Go hide their face.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We must win this one. Drink by the NDP. They have nothing to offer. Stepping vote for ULP is a hand for the future. Our country.
Thank you, Mitch. Yeah, I like this one. I like this one. Good. We go work with it. Comrades, when Montgomery Daniel spoke earlier on, by the way, I have to tell all you, you know the Prime Minister is on his way here. You know the world boss is on his way here. And if you think the vibe's nice now, wait until he touch down.
We got legally comrades, show me your hands. We got legally comrades, get over your hands. We got legally comrades, show me your hands. We got legally comrades.
Hey! They don't have no behavior.
That's why we voted for Labour. They don't have no
Comrades,
behavior. We voted for
comrades, let me see your finger go up so. If you're going to Chateau tomorrow,
voting for Labour. Show me your voting finger. Raise up your voting finger.
hey,
Show me your voting finger. Raise up the voting.
everybody going.
Voting for Labour. Voting for Labour. Me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour.
Let me tell all you, tomorrow is the North Star Rally. Chateau Belair, North Leeward. Make sure the bus, the truck, the car, the donkey, the boat, the van, the train, the plane, whatever you're riding, make sure it don't leave you behind. We starting down there at 4:30 because Chateau de Far. We got to start early. We got the comrade, we got Carlos James, we got the whole Labour crew and comrades. We also have Luther, we have James EP, we have the ruler of the land, Fireman, and for the first time we have Problem Child. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be fantastic. So make sure tomorrow you're coming down, all right? Now, comrades, before the night is out, I'll try to get a list of the buses and I'll call them out for you. But all you know the buses already, right? All I know them, all I know them. All right. I want to call now, as Montgomery Daniel spoke earlier on, spoke specifically about our road farmers and the way that this administration has treated our road farmers in comparison to what obtained. Comrades, it's easy to differentiate. And we have Grenadines to have not just a hard-working Minister of Agriculture, but also very compassionate, caring, and loving Minister of Agriculture. Comrades, I want all the Arrow farmers here, all the farmers and all the people from North Windward to give a special welcome to the Honorable Saboto Schofield Caesar.
I get wings to fly. Oh, I'm alive. Yeah.
Testing.
When you call me, when I hear
Good night to the Labour family.
I get wings to fly.
The wonderful Labour family gathered here in North Windward, where we were victorious in 2001, in 2005, in 2010, 2015, 2020, and we will be victorious again in 2025. The ULP is alive and doing well. And that's why we are here in our thousands tonight. Oh, what a night here in Langley Park!
Much higher, my spirit takes flight, 'cause I am alive.
We can't wait to go to the polls for vote to grace.
When I hear you breathe, I get wings to fly. I feel that I'm alive. I am alive.
Alive and doing well. It's always going to be forward ever and backward never.
That I'll be the one standing by.
Oh, how I love you!
Trying time.
I love you!
And it's only begun.
The north,
Can't wait for
the south,
of my life.
the east and the west.
When you call on me, when you call on me, when you reach for me,
I am always Labour.
for me, I get wings to fly. I feel that when you bless the day.
And I welcome everybody here from all constituencies.
Drift away. All my worries gone. I know that I'm alive. I get wings to fly.
The ULP is alive! Comrades and friends, I am happy to be moving from one meeting to the next. But the message is the same. The ULP is going to be victorious in this election. Here in North Central Windward, and North Windward, and South Central Windward, and throughout every constituency in this country.
All I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am. We are a chosen generation. We are a chosen generation.
It's time for us to celebrate the hard work of the Unity Labour Party.
All I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am.
for you and we work hard with you.
Where he says I am, where he says I'm at, I know who I am. I'm walking in power.
Tonight, I see hundreds of young people here among us. And I want to deal with a very important issue. It is the issue of your registration. It is one thing to come to the meetings, but you have to make sure that you are prepared, ready, and charged up to go to the polls, and you must first be registered. So I'm asking for all of the young persons under the sound of my voice, and you may have a friend, a family member not here tonight. Remember, it is me and my neighbor voting for Labour, and you have to get registered because we're coming home bigger than ever in North Windward.
I feel like home. Move any mountain, I trample any building like home. Man better than monster, dismantle any strong.
And if you're young and you're here, I want to roll back the curtains of memories now and then to show you where the Unity Labour Party has brought us from and where we could have been. It is under the Unity Labour Party that we can now celebrate a first-class airport, the Argyle International Airport, right here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines because of your ex.
Don't you remember? Don't you remember?
To the young people here tonight, it is because of the ex of the people of North Windward why we can celebrate a world-class port in Port Kingston here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
I wanna be your sole provider.
To the young people here tonight, it is because of the ex of the people of North Windward why we will be able to celebrate a world-class starch factory in North Windward. The likes nowhere else in the OECS. Your ex is important.
I just progress. We end us round here. I got to one this year. Yeah, I'm
It is because of the support of the people of North Windward why today we can celebrate every single child here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You have a seat in a secondary school. No child left behind under the Unity Labour Party government.
Why should I worry? Why should I fear? When me left on me
And I want to say this. Anybody who is a teacher running for NDP should be ashamed of themselves because it's the Unity Labour Party that brought the education revolution in this country. Siobhan, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I've been there before. What if I fight? Would I need 1,000 books to write? Yeah.
How could she say she loves students when she's against the party that is opening the doors for students not only in North Windward and North Central Windward and South Central Windward, but throughout the length and breadth of this country? I say again, Siobhan, you don't have no shame.
I'm phenomenal. We're phenomenal.
I remember the days when right there at the North Union Secondary School, when rain make up, you see Indian bus have to come early because Indian bus had to get across the river
Before river come down, the past students of the North Union Secondary School are here. Chevron, your door and no shame. You let down the people of North Windward and they run for NDP.
What is for me? Oh yes, it will be. Me not gonna make them feel.
You think it's two people from North Windward had to sleep by friend, had to sleep by cousin, and had to sleep by family member because you're not even venturing close to that river when it coming down. Chevron, you made a mistake and you have time to change your mind. But if you don't, we're going to book it show that come election day, you lose again.
Satan company, them are snipers. Satan company, them are snipers. Now go in a Babylon kingdom. Go beg them bread.
Play DJ.
We not tried in a Babylon kingdom. Go beg them bread. Why Satan company, them a sniper, all of them. Satan company, them a sniper. Give me them. They rob and they cheat the poor people all the time.
The song talking for itself, you know.
They sit and keep
Play the culture, comrade. Play the culture.
wine. Say Satan company, them a sniper. Me Lord, the Satan company, them a sniper. I don't want to be in their conference at all.
Could you imagine someone who want to boast about being associated with the paramount chief Joseph Chatoué, that she has now aligned herself with a bunch of people to sell out the sovereignty of this country? Could you imagine that? Remember, when you go to the polls, there are certain things that you have to have in your mind. Because politics is a serious thing, and we have to be very serious about it. Somebody played me something on Facebook today where a man from the other side said that if they only catch the hand on the modern port, they're going to privatize it. And lo and behold, he started to call out the name of the people who he going to look to sell shares to privatize it. He ain't call nobody Nero. He ain't call nobody John. He ain't call nobody Walters. He ain't call nobody Baptiste. He ain't call any me. I ain't calling the names so he called, but I want to tell you, he called the names of his big shot friends. But this is a party for the poor and the working class people of this country. And when you go to the polls, remember, you're defending not only your future, but the future of your children and your children here in this country.
When I see my friends become my enemy, I have stay far.
No one here, they will not go.
No link, no bar. Cause I know dirty heart can't sweep with fruit.
Dirty heart.
They are like the trees that can't bloom, and they shall slowly fade away. And I know dirty heart can't wash with soap. The meditation we supply food, and they shall slowly fade away.
But I'm an assassin, me no domain. Enough of them not go like that show you. Why? Batman stuck in at the made like a tomb. Them bird like three stripes. And I want to tell you this, because sometimes the older ones have to teach the younger ones. There was a time in this country when there was a factory in a certain place, and I don't know what deal was made between who and who. But all I see one day the factory break down and a car park went there. Seke beke sell Dutch. I ain't calling no name, no warrant. And there was a certain time, they have a thing that we love to drink. I don't drink it unless I have a call. But one time that was owned by the government. And now it is owned by the friends of some. I ain't telling you, I warning you against the NDP. Is a bad-minded party that want to sell out our country to a handful of few people. Make sure go to the polls and vote overwhelmingly for Sister Grace Walters and the Unity Labour Party.
Mash them down, now lose. All them a rinse and a frowns. Stumbling blocks will have to move. Come we go mash them down, can't lose. Deal with them lots because of who them come approve me. I mash them down, now lose. All them a rinse and a frowns. Stumbling blocks will have to move. Come we go mash them down, now lose. Can't take off and mash them down, now lose. Listen up, let the children I say to honor your mother and your father. Tell you again, I said to love you and another. Praise the last I crown. Addis Ababa, 2nd of November 1930.
All of we does live on the internet sometimes. Who not up on Facebook does watch and listen to BBC News. It does listen to CNN. We just built a beautiful modern port. I saw bus loads of people from North Windward, from South Central Windward, from North Central Windward going to the opening, and all of we celebrate the port. The other side associating themselves with China, and China is known around the world. When you take the money and you can't pay them back, they come for your port. Do you want China to take over the port in Kingston? Let China study Beijing. Let them study Beijing and leave their dirty hands of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Them dangerous, them envious, informer, lava lava to Monday, Monday. But the only fire pandem. Start the job. Say the fire when me burn it is a holy fire. Don't be foolish, I think I push fire. Me burn hypocrite and then me burn all the liar. Burn them hot like hellfire. Some of them chat so much, them too lava lava. People business every day, them a butter. We melt them, till they run in a butter. Can't believe it's not butter. Them talk too much, them chat too much. Everything we do, them watch too much. Run them, but the only fire pandem. Run them out, them dangerous, them envious. Informer, lava lava too much. Run them.
Everybody today telling you that they know NDP have plenty money to pay back. They borrow money for over 25 years to run the politics from people who don't sell passports. And they have to pay back that money. And when they start to ask them for the money, on the morning of the 28th, because remember, you know, they're not going to ask back for the money at the day election, you know. The morning of the 28th, you remember first time when your mommy sent you a shop with $5 and you lost the $5 and you only realize the $5 lost when you reach the shop. You can't face the shopkeeper, you can't face your mommy for go home. NDP will have to find a hole to go and bury themselves on the 28th when they can't face the passport people to pay them back their money. But we will not allow the assets of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to be available to the NDP.
Oh yes, when them trouble you. Oh yeah, but I sing a song before the whole of them. When the wicked fight get full. Oh yes, when them fight get full. Oh but I sing a song before.
Let me tell you something, you know. This is the 5th time. The 5th time I am giving this speech. And I am sending out a charge to Friday and all the rest of the people on his team. You're paying plenty people for Facebook. You can't go on Facebook and then you see them pop up. I want you to tell the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines tomorrow morning how you're going to pay back the people who you borrow the 25 years worth of money from. Tell them tomorrow, we don't want to hear nothing from you until you answer the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines that question.
When no never work, when the over never work, them try poison me, but it never work. It never work, no. And when them got in a me corner, people you want to
the students of history who are here, in 1834, an act was passed in the British Parliament that freed black people here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and throughout the British West Indies. Then we moved to independence in 1979. Today is almost 200 years that the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines have experienced the joys since the Emancipation Act of 1834. And could you imagine the bold-facedness of the NDP before our very eyes? They want to sell out this country. When we speak to our children and when we speak to our friends between now and election morning, remember, let your calling be an election sure. My eyes have seen the glory of taking St. Vincent and the Grenadines to becoming a first world country, but it can only happen under the Unity Labour Party with your vote. I love you. I love the people of North Windward. I love the people of South Central Windward. All the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Let us rise to the challenge, protect our country, forward ever, backward never. Good night.
Voting for Labour. Me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour. Show me your voting finger. Raise up your voting finger. Show me your voting finger. Raise up the voting. Alright. Me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour. Voting for Labour. Me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour. Somebody say, whoa, we voting the comrade back. Yeah, we voting the comrade back. Cause why? Me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour. Me and my neighbor. Voting for Labour. And them
Oh my gosh!
$1 million deal.
Comrades!
Comrade, with $1 million deal.
Not Windward!
Them the ask who build all the new school and make the youth them a turn food.
Woo!
Why them the ask who give poor people house instead them a run up them? But tell them
Comrades.
me and my neighbor.
Comrades, where the people them money there? Comrades, Saboto ain't lie, you know. Saboto ain't lie, you know. From Jamaica all the way down to Guyana, the whole of the Caribbean. Take out your phone. Go on Facebook. Go on Instagram. Go on TikTok. Go on YouTube. Look it up for yourself. And show you seeing the videos, comrades. Every single country in the Caribbean that has gone to China, the people them a ball. They fed up. Comrades, you ever get some licorice neighbor? You ever get some licorice neighbor? Some people who come and them just want and want and want and want and them a take and take and take and take, and the more them take, the more them want, and the more them want, the more them take. From Jamaica to Guyana in the south, people them complaining. They taking all the land. They taking all the business. They taking everything. So when Sabi asks the question, what is the deal? Friday make with them. You got to tell us. Because he being very, very silent on it. All you notice he don't say nothing about China at all. When last you hear him say China? Be quiet. What is the silent deal they have made? I want all to listen to Saboto carefully and ask yourself the question. If Chatouille didn't know the deal, what would Chatouille do when he go to vote? Well, I didn't know Chatouille, comrades, but I want to presume that if Chatway was alive, he would have been holding on to Grace's hand. He'd have been hugging up Grace. He'd have trust her on his shoulders and run all around North Windward and call everybody out and say, come, 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 come. Here is my daughter in whom comrades, in fine style. I want you to send a message clear tonight that on the 27th there's only one choice in North Windward, and it's Dr. Grace Walters.
Natural beauty, you know. No, I never been someone shy until I seen your eyes. Still I had to try, yeah. Oh yes, let me get my words right and then approach you. When I'll treat you like a man is supposed to. You'll never have to cry, no. I know everyone can relate to when they find a special someone. And she's royal, yeah, so royal. And I want her in my life. I never know anyone so one of a kind.
Hit that for six. Hit that for six. This time is plenty licks. Hit that for six. Hit that for six. This time is plenty licks. Hit that for six. Hit that for six. This time is plenty licks. Labor at your door, knocking boom, boom, boom. Labor at your door, knocking boom, boom, boom. And every time I knock on me neighbor door. Labor. The NDP over yonder.
North Windward, good night! Oh boy. I am truly humbled tonight. I see comrades, I see family. Thank you so much for the support. Comrades, tonight I want to introduce you to Grace Walt. Oh, I see lights, comrades. I see lights. Woo. The Honorable Prime Minister.
Hit that for six.
Comrades, welcome the world boss. Welcome the world boss.
Labor at your door, knocking boom, boom, boom.
Watching ya.
Comrade at your door, knocking boom, boom, boom. The comrade at your door, knocking boom, boom, boom.
Oi!
Man up on me labor door.
Labour people! Labour people!
Man up on me labor door.
Eloise is here! Welcome, Eloise!
Who get rid of labor, but this time it's brimstone and fire. Labor coming stronger.
Welcome, world boss! World boss! World boss!
I hear it labor, labor. And every time man up on me labor door.
Watching ya!
Comrade at your door, knocking boom, boom, boom. The comrade at your door, knocking boom, boom, boom.
All you sing!
Comrade at your door, knocking boom, boom, boom. Labor at your door, knocking boom, boom, boom.
North Windward!
And every time man up on me labor door.
Sing!
And every time man up on
World boss! Hear the horns! I want them to hear the horns! I want Siobhan to hear the horns! Blow them, I want she can't sleep! All in their sleep, they must hear the horns! Labour people! Whoa! Bad so. Labour people, hold up, behaving bad so. All you stop behave bad so.
Thank you, comrades. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Comrades, tonight, I want to introduce you to Grace Walters, the hospital at because some would want to let you believe that I was nothing as a hospital administrator. Comrades, I started my journey as hospital administrator at the Milton K2 Memorial Hospital in 2013. And I want you to listen, because when they come to you, this is the answer. Okay? They're coming. When I got to the hospital was being repaired. We started with repairs on the pediatric ward. I walked into the hospital, and that is what I meant, because it was recognized by this government and to refurbish the entire hospital. If you know anything about managing a live hospital, you would understand that you just can't close everything and start from scratch. You have to do it one ward at a time. So, the government partnered with some well-wishers and donors, and we got the pediatric ward done, right? Because they keep harping on the dilapidated state of the hospital when I left. Following that, with this government again, started the refurbishment theater, the recovery room, the dietary department, surgical ward was refurbished. And you could read about it. You've seen that. Yes, we understand and we saw the need to refurbish the hospital because yes, the louvers were indeed falling out. And they were put in a long time ago, so they didn't make those anymore. We had to do it all over. And also, because this government is strategic, this government recognized that you couldn't just use any hapsy-scrapsy anything. It had to be perfectly aligned with what was happening in our country. It had to be something that can be stick up to face our climate and our hurricanes and all of that. Because you know that happens. Following that, we had the refurbishment of the other wings. When I left the hospital, all the wards were repaired. They were actually working on the maternity ward. All the other wards were repaired under this government.
We are feeling from a little and a grow. I won't feel it. Sometimes
you would understand, comrades, that there are certain things that aren't made in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. For example, we do not have a factory that creates or generate or manufacture hospital beds. So it takes sometimes to get these things done, right? It's not an excuse, it's just a fact. Apart from refurbishing the infrastructure of the hospital, there are our nurses, our physicians, our clerks. I've left clerks at the hospital who have obtained a master's degree in administration, in business management, in all fields. And this was done under this government. Apart from that, or in addition to that, our Milton Cato Memorial Hospital had added a number of services to allow Vincentians to have the benefit of the best health care that was possible under our administration. We now offer, through our partners, the Cuban Brigade, operations such as neurosurgery that we had to travel sometimes to obtain in other countries. That was added. We've also added other services such as gynecology and obstetrics and gynecology, oncology in obstetrics and gynecology. That is, we have added services where women who are faced with cancers of the reproductive organs can now have access to those services right here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Comrades, Grace Walters, the hospital administrator, was there when our internship program our Milton Cato Memorial Hospital was accredited, it means that any doctor who comes and intern there can walk anywhere in the world under Grace Walters. Talk about that.
Thank you for life, Georgia. Oh yeah, I feel so happy today. Yeah.
Our nosocomial rates, and this is one of the things that you judge a hospital on. Our nosocomial rates, comrades, that means infections contracted while you're at hospital was less than 1%, and that is a magnificent thing. Even first world countries sometimes do not achieve that. We achieved that at our small hospital. Grace Walters was there also when that happened.
Stronger than before. Stronger than before. I'll show you my heart is pure.
We do admit that we have some shortcomings, and we do admit that there is only so much that we can do. That's the reason why the government took the opportunity and the decision to establish and to begin construction on a modern hospital so that we can transfer most of our service to that hospital. We recognize we have challenges, and we are facing those challenges, comrades. From the heart. Comrades, I heard a man interview the comrade, and he spoke about the outpatient department where water is dripping with something. Our outpatient department is a second floor. It is casted with concrete, so I do not know what that guy is. Comrade, I do not know. I don't have the answer for that one. I don't know what he's talking about. Our outpatient department was refurbished because we recognized also that there were challenges with issues that could create health problems for our staff. We closed that area and we refurbished it. And when you go there for your outpatient department, for your outpatient appointment, you tell me if there are any leakage and things coming in. Okay. Comrades, we have a hard-working staff at the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital. They are not always at their best because sometimes people have different challenges and sometimes the work gets a little frustrating. Healthcare can be a little much, especially if as a nurse you are looking at a patient and you see that there is absolutely no one in the world can do for that patient. It gives you a hard time, comrades. It makes it frustrating to care for patients when you know that there is only so much that you can do. That's frustrating. Comrades, I can go on and on and on about the hospital, but that's not why we're here tonight. I just had to introduce you to the other side of grace. We're here, comrades, to talk about the progress that St. Vincent and the Grenadines is going to make under this administration when we are returned to office following the election on November 27th of this year. Not, what did man say again? Yeah, not that year. This, we are voting this year. We don't know when they are voting.
It's not official yet. Gonna let you know as soon as I can. It's not official yet. Gonna let you know as soon as I can.
Comrades, I say to you all the time, leadership matters. under the leadership of our esteemed Prime Minister, supported by his beautiful wife. I think we all forget that sometimes, you know. Supported by his beautiful, strong wife. Give it up for Lady Gonsalves, comrades.
I know that we're gonna move from here to our own place.
Supported by his family and the rest of his team. He recognizes the challenges that we as a country face. He recognizes the problems that we have. He recognizes it by family, by individual, and by country. And his leadership abilities allows him to face those challenges and to put things in place for us to face those challenges head on and come out on the opposite side, victorious and prosperous.
Won't you stay with me?
And so, comrades, when you graciously selected me to be your candidate, I jumped at the opportunity because I know that I have a strong leader. And you see what my brother Saboto just did there? I have a strong defense in the rest of the team on this Unity Labour Party.
Together we stand, brothers. Together we stand, citizens.
Comrades, they want to stop our progress. People of Langley Park, they want to stop you from getting that playing field that we have promised you, that is already laid out for you. They want to stop that. They want to stop the upliftment of our infrastructure throughout the constituency with our roads and our housing projects and the beautification of our seaside and our waterfronts. That is what they want to stop. They want to stop the buying of our produce over at the Langley Park. Boxing plant, yes. They want to stop all of that. People of North Windward, they want to stop the progress of job creation through our tourism industry. They want to stop our youth from being mentored, from forming groups and becoming entrepreneurs, to own your own businesses and to become empowered, to move forward, to own your future. Comrades, that is what the NDP wants to stop.
Them no inna my leg, no inna my leg. Them I put a little bit of money away in my wrist somewhere, and after them I lean, no inna my leg.
Comrades, I heard the Prime Minister last night speak on something that one of them said, or an ad about who wants to be Prime Minister. No one over here is fighting for leadership. We have a leader and there is a process, and no, that is for them. Them they over there fighting for leadership. Don't bring that here. Keep it there. We are moving forward with the Unity Labour Party. We are coming out stronger than ever on election day. We are coming out and we are bringing our neighbors. And we are not going to let the bullies come and force us out of our registration sites. Make sure that we go out and we get registered and we get the younger ones. Do not be afraid to stand up for your rights. Comrades, this is not a call for any botheration or aggression. This is a call for us to stand up for what our elders fought for, the right to vote and the right to be registered. Do not let anyone bully you out of doing that, as I have heard that is being done. We have a country to build. The platform is already laid out. The template has already been set. Everything is in order to move us forward into a first world country under the leadership of Dr. Ralph Gonsalve and the rest of the team of the Unity Labour Party, and we are not going to allow them to stop that. We're moving forward. We're moving forward because we want to continue with the farmer support. We want to put in place things for our farmers to continue to benefit from their produce. We want to continue to make available jobs for our young people through tourism, through mentorship, through trade, through skills, through education, in every aspect, including the theory and the practice. That is what we're moving forward to, comrades. We, comrades, we are not going to be stopped by the NDP. When you look at what the vision of the Unity Labour Party has for our country, you recognize that the vision is holistic. The vision includes every single one of the Vincentian population, from the youth, from the babe, right up. It includes elderly care, adolescent care, jobs for young people, providing prime grants so that people can own their own businesses, providing internship through the YES and SET programs so that our young people can achieve the requisite experience that is needed to go forward in the world of work. That is what we are fighting for. Our country is at risk if the NDP ever gains power, because power is what they are aiming for. Office and service is what we are fighting for. Our comrades are coming to you. I am coming to you tonight, comrades, to ask of you to support me at the polls. I know that you're supporting me here, but I'm asking for your support at the polls. I'm asking you for the support of the other comrades at the polls. We have to go out and vote. I know that the Unity Labour Party has always said that, oh, we have enough votes. Grace don't win. Sabato don't win. Ralph don't win. No! We have to go out and vote overwhelmingly for the comrades. And come November 27th, 2025, every single Unity Labour Party supporter will come out and vote. Thank you so much, comrades. God bless you. I love you.
My sweet Lord, I really wanna see you. I really wanna see you. I really wanna see you, Lord, but it takes so long, my Lord. My sweet Lord, oh my Lord, my sweet Lord. Lord,
Easy, Eminem, easy. What a wonderful night we have in here tonight. I met a comrade in the crowd just now. She tell me, she said, you know, I nearly go home. So much rain coming, I nearly go home. She said, but I'm glad I stay because the vibe's nice. Comrades, remember, I told you all earlier on, tomorrow we're going to Chateau Belair for North Star Rally. Well, on Sunday, where are we going? Where are we going Sunday? We're going to the Future Is Now Rally in Bayabo. Make sure you don't miss the plane, the train, the boat, the bus, the car, the bike, the donkey, the horse, the elephant, whatever is taking you there. Make sure you're on it.
That I wanna be my friend there, for my friend there. The ones that true and not sell out. That wanna be my friend there, for my friend there. When not about for the money alone. This I wanna be my friend there.
Christopher Martin!
Just straight back to town. This I wanna be my friend there. Not pretending.
Easy. And we're gonna be with the comrade and Rod and John and the whole ULP team and the entertainment team and Chris Martin. That's Sunday. Right now, I want to bring one of the biggest Calypsonians in St. Vincent and the Grenadines history, who has given us some of the most memorable calypsos in our history. A man who is revered and respected. Come every carnival season, they want to know if he's going to take back the crown. Make some noise for the man from Fancy, Tajo!
The amazing grace.
Good night. Good night, Baron. Somebody say Labour.
Election be voting Labour. I beg you put your X to the star.
Somebody make some noise for Grace Walters. North Wind, what I can't hear you. North Wind, what I can't hear you.
This election be voting Labour. I beg you put your X to the star. If you're really serious about progress, the ULP better by far.
That's right.
Be voting the doctor. Not win what pick up the pace.
How are you listening to the lyrics?
Candidate, none other than the amazing grace. Not win what becoming stronger. The campaign we want you to own. Tell your friends and all of your neighbor. Amazing grace, she shall leave his home. This election next only campaign.
In the north we rolling with grace.
If you want to continue progress.
In the north we rolling with grace.
The ULP better by far.
Put your X right next to the star.
Then the north is the star alone.
Amazing grace, she shall lead me home. Come on, North Wind, what let me hear you. One Dr. Walters. One Grace Walters.
The NDP them is a fraud. When you hear them come with them dance.
I want to go out on election day.
This progress is to
I want to go out on the 27th.
We're moving forward with Labour.
I want to put your X next to Dr. Walters and the ULP.
Follow this star alone. Tell your friends and all of your neighbors.
Amazing grace, she shall lead me home.
This election, let's only campaign. In the north, we rolling with.
Who we rolling
If
with?
you want to continue.
Who we rolling with?
North, we rolling with grace.
Who we rolling with?
Better by far. Mark your X right next to the star.
In the north is the star alone. Amazing grace, she shall lead us. North Wind, what are we rolling with? I want to hear the hands for Dr. Walters.
Show me your voting finger. The one you dip in the ink.
Show me your voting finger. Show me your finger.
They don't have no plans for the country. All they want is to sell passport. We have a leader with plans and vision, keeping this whole country afloat.
Take me down, Eminem. Beirut, comrades, if we want to continue the progress of this country, you have to go out and vote for the ULP. You have to go out and vote for Dr. Walters. Let's make some noise for Dr. Walters. If you want to see the continuity of progress over the river, it's only one doctor we trust to get the job done. Play Eminem. Mama, yeah! Oh! I. Miss Vincy called me last Sunday, then she called me back Monday, upset and really angry. Then she start telling me this story. Look, they want she to change, she doctor, but she keep on telling them never. They must be mad or crazy. Mental home must be long to see she. Ungratefulness was done obia. Look, they want she to change, she doctor. Now she looking strong and healthy. After operation and surgery, 24 years of good service. They coming out talking their rubbish. Change for what? We standing firm with me doc. She say look on me now, want me looking well. Me doctor he knows me back. Well. Eminem. Eminem. Do we want to change with doctor? Do we want to change with doctor? Play again from top, Eminem. One doc we trust. One doc we trust. Boy. Aye. Miss Vincy called me last Sunday. Then she called me back Monday, upset and really angry. Then she start telling me this story. Look, they want she to change, she doctor, but she keep on telling them never. They must be mad or crazy. Mental home must be long to see she. Ungratefulness was done obia. They want she to change, she doctor. Now she looking strong and healthy. After operation and surgery, 24 years of good service. They coming out talking their rubbish. Change for what? She standing firm with she are. She say look on me now, want me looking well. Me doctor he knows me back from the dead. Rabuka River was so much pain. One bridge he give me now no complaint. Me say that me fed up come down a tongue. So he built me a hospital in Georgetown. Half the school we couldn't function. A revolution in education. Now we on the road to recovery. They want this other doctor examine me. Me tell them no way, me say not at all. I one that we trust that is Ralph Gonzal. Bam badam badam. Mama yeah. Oh. I. Miss Vincy called me on Thursday. She wanted to talk about Friday. She claims that the man lacked vision. How the hell he became a physician? Why infect me with CBI program? Beside that he don't have a damn plan. Wrong medicine he want give me. Like he plan to mash up me economy. I don't tell me children them no way. I don't want the operate on me. I don't want that doctor prescription. Wrong medication just kill man. Tell them I go stick with me doctor. When I'm with him I feel safer. Change for what? We standing firm with she doc. She say look on me now, want me looking well. Me doctor he knows me back from the dead. Me tell him me children them overseas. So he be like international airport for me. Pandemic come and volcano blow. Burial and pass smash me up some more. But me just be doc and his remedy. It was straight into surgery and therapy. Now we on the road to recovery. They want this other doctor examine me. Me tell them
them no way, me say not at all. I wonder we trust that Israel guns. Beron, make some noise. Thank you for having me. Remember, on the 27th, go out in your numbers and vote solidly for the ULP, for Dr. Grace Walters here in North Windward. Thank you very much, Bay Road.
Yeah! Make some noise for Tajo!
Stop! Hey, we coming in stronger than ever. We coming in stronger than ever. Yeah, I said, fall in a row. Everybody start jumping to Labour.
Comrades, we just received some excellent news for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You're going to be hearing about that presently. I told y'all earlier on, there's going to be some fireworks tonight. Well, it seems like every time we have one of these meetings, public meetings, is a mini rally. Each constituency, each community is competing to see who will have the biggest. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and the vibes keep getting higher and higher. The vibes I'm feeling here tonight is like the whole of North Windward ready to vote right now. And I know in your heads, you have already decided you're voting for Dr. Grace Walters. And I know North Windward has decided that the doctor over the years that has taken care of you and your children and your farmers and your women must continue on for a 6th consecutive term. And the doctor is here with us tonight. I want you to blow your horns. I want you to make some noise. I want you to make North Windward tremble so that the NDP will hear it clear. The world boss is here to stay.
If you stand up for those down on their knees and lend a voice to those who cannot speak, if you shine a little light, give sight to the ones who lost their way, there's a place for people like you. I've heard up there the streets are made of gold, and when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here are through, there's a place up there for people like you.
Comrades and friends of Labour, I'm very happy to be here with Grace and Montgomery and Sabuto, and very importantly with the people of North Windward. This is my 3rd meeting tonight. I spoke at Dorsetshire Hill
between St. John. I spoke at Lomans Leeward. And here I am in Bentick. I've been keeping in touch with what is happening. And what a magnificent turnout. Before I address some issues of importance in this election, I want to read for you something which has just come to me on the cell phone. You know, we have diplomats in Paris at UNESCO, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, one of the most powerful bodies in the United Nations. It is headquartered at France, Paris, France. And we have a mission there. We get a lot of benefits from UNESCO with our education, our science, technology, and culture. And we have decided that this year we will seek to sit on the highest body in UNESCO, the executive board. This is the most important decision-making body. And countries all over the world try to get to sit on the executive board. Well, I just got the news from our diplomat. We have won our seat on the executive board of UNESCO with the This means that we have beaten even big countries like India and China and the United States. St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
I want to rule my destiny. Yeah, I want to rule my.
You can't go to Gray's or Bonady supermarket and buy leadership from the shelf like you buy corn curls or corn flakes, sardine, tuna, or sausage. Leadership is a very special quality. And if you have a good thing going with the leadership of the Unity Labour Party, which has brought so much progress to this country, you do not take chance and change it. If you change it, the likely result is that you're going to have reversals. You're going to have changes. Not for the better, but for the worse. In a country like St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we don't have a lot of scope for error. The margin for error is very small. We are not like large countries like Britain, France, Canada, the United States, or indeed Brazil or India or China. These large countries have strong bureaucracies, public services. They have wealthy and strong private sector. They have very strong non-governmental organizations. So if a leader like Trump, for instance, or Starmer in the United Kingdom,
if they make a mistake, all these other entities could take up the slack and prevent that mistake affecting the country seriously. In St. Vincent and the Grenadines, where we are so fragile and vulnerable, leadership is an important resource. And a leader who is untried and untested, who is lazy, who is indecisive, who is a fake, can lead this country into serious disaster. I want you, when you go to the polling booth on election day, remember that this man tell you that. This is a question upon which universities all over the world paid me to teach about. But the most important teacher for me is my experiences as Prime Minister over the last near 25 years. And in communion with you and the rest of the leadership of the ULP, we have gone through some terrible, terrible challenges. And we have come out of them stronger and better than we went in. And St. Vincent and the Grenadines has made immense progress. Progress to such an extent that we can now talk about over the next 15 years to build out a first world nation. A nation with first world living standards, like in America, like in Canada, like in Britain, like in France. Build it out in a special way, on a smaller scale, but of the same or higher quality. But for that, you need high quality leadership. You need good persons to be in the government. You need to have a proper vision and appropriate policies and programs. Remember, I told you that tonight. I want you to take it with utmost seriousness. There are some people who come to tell you that give them a chance. You can take chances with other things. You can play lotto, you can play tap, you can play marble, you can do all of that. But one thing you don't play with is the leadership of a country. The leadership of your country. You do not take chances with that. Because the way in which the NDP has behaved, backward and bad-minded, and the absence of any vision or uplifting policies and programs. One thing is sure, if you make a mistake on election day and put the NDP in office, there will be in this country weeping and gnashing of teeth, and you will be wearing, metaphorically speaking, sackcloth and ashes. There are some simple things I want you to look at. Every time we try to do something of real progress and quality, the NDP oppose us. Could you imagine when we said we're going to build the Rabuka Bridge? They say it's impossible. Everything you want to do, which is uplifting, is impossible. They have us kind of learned helplessness. If you don't got any vision and you don't have the ability, you can't see the things, you know. When you're leading, you have to see wrong corner. And they badmouth that bridge so much, they even wish if it would wash away. They say Ralph is a crazy man, Gomery is a crazy man. You can't build a bridge over Rabuka. You might have to dig a tunnel. They couldn't see. They say you're going to need the whole budget of the country to build a bridge. Ralph is fooling people. Well, we started the bridge and we built it. We opened it in February 2007. And that bridge has transformed the lives of the people over the river and those who are below the river. Not only that bridge alone we built. We built 14 other bridges in North Windward. Gomery has built more bridges in North Windward than any other man in the history of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. But I want you to see, I see Carmen here. I see a number of other comrades who got land above bigger bigs. You know, when the government took a position on bigger bigs, and we say that what was being done by him was wrong, every single day, they cuss me on radio, their radio station. The crazies want the internet. But I say, let it go along. Because I know we have over 100 farmers above the land where Bigger Bigs got. And what Bigger Bigs was doing was humbugging those farmers, stopping them from bringing out their produce. You remember he blocked the place? You remember that? He took the government to court, but they didn't tell you that Bigger Bigs lose the case. He lose the case. Them who used to cost me, they just leave the custody, they move on to something else. When we build in the Argyle International Airport, they try to stop us. Even when we are opening it in February 2017, Friday wrote the Eastern Caribbean Civil Aviation Authority to stop the opening of the airport by saying the airport didn't build properly. He was ignored. And when Air Canada came, one of the first men who go up on that plane to go home to Canada is the same Friday. Where you going to do it, man, like that? When we start the education revolution, people of North Windward understand this. For all the years, there was not a secondary school in Sandy Bay. This government built a secondary school in Sandy Bay. As we built in a period of 4 years between 2001 and 2005, 9 primary schools we opened. And we expanded others to take in all the students. The number of secondary school graduates you have here, college graduates, university graduates right in this crowd. Poor people, children were not getting to secondary school. They were not getting to community college. In 2001, in the whole country, were 450 students at community college. Today, there are 2,700, 2,700.
You must put your country before your party.
Wait. That's Dixiana today. That's Dixian. Dixian doing university education, you know. Don't think there is the idea before Labour that Dixian could get a chance to go to university is unthinkable. And there are hundreds of others in this constituency. When we offered 3,000 scholarships in August, North Windward alone got 150 of them. And a lot of them are women, young women. Remember, you know, during the days of the NDP, they believe that woman should be barefoot, ignorant, pregnant, and in the kitchen. That was their view of women, you know. Barefoot, ignorant, pregnant, and in the kitchen. Well, today, the women, not barefoot, they have designer shoes. They have designer shoes. They're ignorant, they're the beneficiaries of the education revolution. And when the man them don't come up to trumps, they say, I ain't got no picnic for you. And they still know how to cook. Especially the woman them from country. They learn from the mother and the grandmother. But they don't want to spend all their time in the kitchen. In any event, in the days of the NDP, only half of the houses had flush toilet. Just over half had pipe-borne water. Half having electricity. People didn't have washing machine. You remember, under the NDP, you used to have to go and river and sap clothes. Eh? You see the number of houses. You had under 30,000 houses when the NDP was in office. Now, you have 48,000 houses. Big and better houses. And the ULP is the only government in the history of this country which is involved in repairing and building houses the way we are doing it. And those who don't get their houses repaired yet, you can put your pot on the fire and know that once we are in office, we will complete the task which we have started and repair and build all the houses mashed up by burial or any natural disaster. Unemployment in 2001 was 21% of the population. It's now under 10%. Poverty, dirt poor poverty, was 26% of the population. Now it's under 3%. The amount of wealth in the country in 2001 was under $800 million. Today, is $3.3 billion, 4 times the amount. You know that you are far better off now than you were in 2001. You had on the road just 8,000 motor vehicles. 8,000, now you have over 35,000 vehicles on the road.
Solid as a rock, solid as a, solid as a.
And when we came to office, in terms of human development as assessed by the United Nations, only 2 countries in the Caribbean we were better than. Haiti and Guyana. Now our numbers are better in human development. Better than Jamaica, better than Suriname, better than Belize, Grenada, Dominica, and St. Lucia. And we have laid the basis to go to a first world status in which science and technology, and you young people hear me, you have an important role to play in that. Listen, some of the most brazen lies by the NDP is that they're interested in young people. Who brought in the YES program? The SET program, the Prime, the FAST, the GIVE, All of these programs, who brought them in? The Unity Labour Party. And what they doing? They say in the unemployment among youths, they give a figure. Always lying. They are counting the 2,700 who at the community college as being unemployed. How you could be at school and you're unemployed? I mean, it's just nasty set a lie. Do not believe the propaganda of the New Democratic Party. Right here, they oppose pure bad-mindedness by the NDP. They oppose the Model Medical and Diagnostic Center. You can do major surgeries here. It's the only place you can do hemodialysis to take care of your kidney problem is up here. And we do it for free. 75 patients there, they don't pay a cent. And we now providing transport to get them there. This is a government of the poor and the working people. It cost us over $5 million for that program. How many days long ago, when you're in a village, you see Tom, you see Eric, you see Mary, you see Elizabeth, and you don't see them again. And when you inquire what happened, you say they're really done because they have stoppage of water. And within a couple of days, they're dead. No. The dialysis keeps them alive. And I give you this promise, and it comes from the depths of my love. It does not matter how much money it costs. I will not allow a poor man or woman to die. I would not allow that. I will provide for them the best medical care. Listen to me. Listen to me. The woman here, when you go to the hospital, you're having a baby. You know how much money you pay to deliver a baby at the hospital? I ain't talking about going to a private doctor, you know. To deliver the baby at the hospital. It costs you $30. $30. I want those people who live in America, in a first world country, to hear me this. It costs $11 to deliver a baby in St. Vincent. And it costs thousands upon thousands of dollars to deliver one in America. When you're at the hospital, you pay $10 a day. You get tea, breakfast, and dinner. I want the people in America to hear. Anybody who go into the hospital pregnant, you are getting, and you have a baby delivered for $30. And if you don't got the money, they don't hound you down for it. $10 a day. That's $4 a day in hospital. What they talking about? What they talking about? They say the modern medical should not be up here. I'm a countryman. I went to secondary school in Tongue. I live in Tongue and I know Tongue well. But why is it the NDP never wants anything good to come in the countryside? The Modern Medical and Diagnostic Center has saved so many lives in North Windward, in North Central, in South Central, South Windward, and several parts of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The only place you have MRI, imaging, is up there in Georgetown. Of course, when we build the acute care hospital, when it's finished, it would have all of those diagnostic tools. And that hospital, which we are building for $300 million, will be the best hospital anywhere inside of the Eastern Caribbean. You know, it's easy to just talk a lot of damn foolishness if you don't have any responsibility. And sometimes what they do, especially with Facebook, is to get inside of your head between now and the election. That's why I tell you, don't pay attention to any grumble. Don't pay attention to any complaint. You have one single mission between now and the 27th. One mission is to ensure the re-election of the Unity Labour Party, and in this constituency, the election of Dr. Grace Waters, the amazing Grace.
The enemies come to eat my flesh. They're gonna stumble and fall. I never feel like it.
Let me ask you this. Friday, when we went to Parliament with a bill in respect of giving the cricket legends citizenship, Friday say is the most difficult political decision he had to make in his life. To decide whether Clive Lai should get citizenship. I just picture Friday. Just picture him. So, you get a headache. Your wife have to stop him with lime and alcolado. Could you imagine he have to deal with burial? Could you imagine if he has to deal with volcanic eruptions? Could you imagine if he has to deal with the problem we're going on between America and Venezuela? Listen to me. Treat this thing very seriously. And stay away from all this thing about complaining about this, complaining about that. So long as we live, there are things which we are going to be dissatisfied about. I have dissatisfactions too. But what you have to do, you have to count your satisfactions. And they are far more than your dissatisfactions. And as the Bible says, count your blessings. Name them one by one. And we know what that was like. Over there with the NDP, we've been through the fire. We've been through the rain. You and I, we have no desire to go back there again. Some of you, you may think that government has problems. But if you think government is problematic, try opposition. I've been there, you know, and I don't want to go back there. Every single day, people from all over the country, including North Windward, come to look for me. And if I don't see them personally, I have staff who deal with them. I am the only prime minister anywhere in the world that anybody can walk off the street and come and see me. Don't take that for granted. Don't take that for granted. Friday, don't even want to talk to you on the road, much less to go to his office. The man is aloof. He's a fake. He's lazy. This man opposed the money for the housing program. I want you all to understand all of this, you know. Sister, I see you listening to me. Is a brother there? Yeah, it's a sister. You're listening to me attentively. And all of these things, the opportunities which you get as a woman to advance, and we Friday come with. Breed, and I go give you $500. Comrades, we have a serious decision to make. 25 years, we don't have any instability in this country, you know. I never fire one man or woman from cabinet and none ever resign. Check all over the world to see the cabinets. The prime minister of countries fire many people all the time from cabinet. And many of them resigned. You know why? We have a philosophy, a common philosophy, a common vision, a progressive set of policies and programs, grounded with the poor and the working people in every single area of activity. And if there is a difficulty, I talk to man and woman privately and also collectively. And any difficulty is sorted out. Inside of the NDP, there is only confusion. Friday came here up at London with a fellow named Malidan. He pay Malidan to sing. But from the time Malidan coming on, you know how they just go something, there's a recording, and while they down by the step, you know what the recording say? I don't know if you hear the recording. The recording say, tonight will be a wild night. This is what Malidan said. Ladies, take off your, I'm not calling the thing we're supposed to take off. Because children are listening to me. And then he said to the men, hold on to your bitches. That's what they call the woman, them, you know. Like the women are female dogs. If a man come, if I pay in a man and he come and he start like that, I take with the microphone from him. You know that? If he can't control that, you think he could control Cummins and Leacock? You think he could manage the big decisions? And when Malidan say, Friday say I mustn't sing no dirty song. But Malidan say, the girl them say I must sing this dirty song. So I'm singing it. In other words, he disregard Friday. He say Friday say don't sing any song with gun and violence. He say, but the thugs asked me to sing this one and he sing it. You think that could happen with this comrade leader? Never in a million years. And there are two big issues. The NDP is going to sell out this country by selling your passports and citizenship. And you're going to have it more difficult to get visa to go to America and to go to Canada. And England going to take away the right for you to go there without a visa, and so to the 27 European Union countries. They already don't say that. But why are they doing it? The people who want to sell our passport, which we have built up as one of the best passports in the world. The people who want to sell it, running the NDP campaign and paying for it. All of this thing. You think the $100,000 where they pay US, where they pay Malidan, you think they're coming from them? They're coming from, that money coming from the people who want to sell the passports. That's where they want to make the money. And Ralph is in their way. The ULP is in their way. That's why I tell you, you know, when the results coming out on election night and we are winning, I want you to be on the streets, you know. Leacock had said that as soon as you don't vote and 5 o'clock the polls close, come on the streets. What, me don't want the votes to count? I'm saying let the votes count. And when we win, you come out on the streets to defend your government, to defend your party, you defend your vote, you defend your future, you own the future. Leacock says that they're going to privatize the hospital what we're building. If they privatize the hospital, the people who own the hospital, you ain't got no free money, nothing free going to happen there. You hear me? You're going to have to pay through your nose. He just make a speech say that he has no apology to make. That for the port, they want to sell peace to the Graves family and want to sell peace to the Bonnetti family. I don't know if the Graves and the Bonnetti want, but you want to sell off everything to the private sector. And one of the things you have to watch, you see, we are building out a new city at Annesville, a modern city. We have 170-something acres of land, nearly 200 acres of land there, including the land by Pole Yard, where we move in Pole Yard people and build houses for them elsewhere. A lot of businessmen want that land. And I've told them, I'm not selling land that way. We have a plan. And we will put in all the infrastructure. And then in accordance with the plan, if you want to build a small hotel, that's how you build it. If you want to open a supermarket, that's how you do it. If you want to have a health and wellness place, that's how you do it. But not to just sell man because they got money. Because I tell you this, that land at Annesville is so valuable that NDP people are lining up, salivating to get that land. And I could tell you, it's so valuable that they will give kickbacks and people will take kickbacks. You hear me? The same thing happened to the land at the port where we move the old port. And we develop in that area. We have a plan to develop that area and to do a tunnel under Cane Garden Point and link in with the modern city. That's how we're doing that. You put that in their hand before you could say Jack Robinson. In the twinkling of an eye. That gone to people and you don't know who it gone to. A lot of people lining up at the trough of the NDP to eat a food. Some of the lawyers and accountants who you see writing against the comrade. You know why? You know why? I pay to educate them, you know. But the greed in some of them. They want to make money to be local agents for the selling of passports. They want to get the crumbs from the white man, them and the Chinese who want to make the big set of money.
If they get food, you think you are good.
No. Grace Walters has been serving this country very well in different capacities. There are 2 women who deliver more babies than anybody else in North Windward. Number 1 is Sarah Baptiste of blessed memory. And number 2 is Grace Walters. She has served the people well. Grace Walters ain't interested in status. Nobody could accuse Grace Walters of being involved with anybody, with cocaine. None like that. I ain't saying who involved in cocaine, you know. Grace Walters never organized for anybody to go and take a rap and do a jail. You see, people in tongue ain't know what happening out here, you know. No, I have nothing against Chevron John personally. But Chevron John, you saw her perform in Parliament. Below ordinary. Platitudes. And you have to distinguish between people who want to serve and people who are interested in status, meaning social estimation of honor. Grace Walters has shown her capacity. This young lady did her nursing, got her nursing degree, did a master's degree in nursing, a master's degree in health administration, and a PhD, a doctorate in health administration and nursing administration. Is a highly qualified woman who has demonstrated her capacity. And she is inside of labor because there's labor love. And we have to own the future. I want to advise something. On Thursday the 13th, the special registration period comes to an end. So you have another 6 days or so, young people, to go and register. And those in the family must make sure they go and register. The NDP, no young person should vote for NDP. Because if you are young, what are you interested in? You're interested in education and training. We provide that. You're interested in sports and culture. We're the ones who provide that. You're interested in jobs. We're the ones who provide that. NDP say they're going to stop the project for Sandals. Sandals is bringing beaches, hotel. 500 million US dollars, that's 1.35 billion EC dollars. Creating 2,000 jobs. They're going to throw that away. And there are a lot of people who run in the NDP, they have no ambition. And if you have no ambition for yourself, you can't have for people. I make sure that every time I recommend somebody to run, they must have ambition for themselves and they must have love in their heart for people. Once you start with those, that's a good foundation. And that is why Grace Walters is on the ticket of the Unity Labour Party. Now, before the campaign started, all up in the month of May and June, and all year in the year, you hear them say, Labour going to have a problem campaigning because their main campaigner is the comrade. And the comrade is overweight. And the comrade has gotten older. So when he used to go 3 and 4 meetings a night, he can't do that anymore. And there's nobody to replace him campaigning. That's what they say. That is what they say. But they always, especially some of the backward elements of the urban petty bourgeoisie, always underestimate the comrade. I know what in my head I had the election date. Now even Eloise knew. And on June the 4th, I start to diet seriously and exercise. And between then and now, I lose 50 pounds. Where I am, I'm knocking this. I am fit and strong. I got a lot of energy. All right, some of you will watch my face and see a hole in my face. But you see when I move, a young in my waist. And Carmen, if you want to know how good I am in my waist, talk to Eloise privately. You hear me? Tonight, this is my 3rd meeting. And when I done and I go home tonight, I got work to do. I sleeping in gas tonight. And tomorrow at 10 o'clock, I have over 100 young men coming at gas. We having a young men's forum. Because women, you have to look out for the young men. You have to look out for the young men. The young men are wonderful. A lot of them pursuing business, technical education, college education, university education. And the young men are wonderful. One or two go on the wrong path. And when they go, we have to pull them back. This future is dependent upon the young men and the young women. And I want to see them work together. Develop their skills, their God-given talents in whatever area and work together. I tell you this. The women who are here, you might have a partner, you might have a husband, you might have a boyfriend, and he ain't quite yet in the camp of labor. Well, I talking here. But you have skills to know how to get your husband, your partner, and your boyfriend to go to the polls on election day and vote for labor. You know, you got the skills, you got the techniques, you got the wisdom, you got the knowledge, you got the understanding. Bring them, all those who are not yet with labor, and let us have an overwhelming victory as we set about to build the first world nation in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We can't sit down at all between now and then. God bless you. Thank you. Good night. I love you.
Easy, man. Easy, easy. Easy. Comrades, let's hear it once again for the political leader of the Unity Labour Party. We have had a wonderful night, beautiful speeches, excellent speakers. Well, that's what we're known for, delivery and policy. But we are also known for having a great time. Hey, madam, take me to North Leeward tomorrow, buddy. Eminem, take me to North Leeward. Take me to Chateau. All right. I didn't. Are you ready for North Leeward tomorrow?
But if it's one thing, a friend back, a friend horn. To me, a friend but back, a friend but a friend horn back, a friend horn. To me, a friend but back, a friend but. You must be think horn easy.
the part of the rhythm I like, you know. Yeah, the part I win. Don't waste no time, just start to when you have the best. No waste man can go down in on you. No matter how your ex make them can't get back you. No man can give your friend she can't get you. Can't bring you back, you have the cleanest friend. I know that they like it. Between me and your man, you have to share me. And if you leave me, make sure you leave me. The sweetest part inside the sweetest mystery. Can you remind me of the sweetest I just love it?
DJ Ligament.
Whoa! Wave up the flags them! 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 One! Play! Alright!
She's skin clean and
Not one! You hear that?
like she know you know she
You hear that?
the skimpy things so all she's skin outside.
Yeah. Girl, where you stop? Where you stop?
Whoa!
Where you pants?
Whoa!
Where you shirt?
Whoa!
Like clothes, so she love to go with down. She have on that little skimpy thing with all
Because she what?
skin out.
Remember tomorrow, not when one. We're going not Leeward tomorrow. Now DJ, play my next one. Wave up the flags. Flip the horns. Flip the horns. Flip the horns them. Flip the horns them. Flip the horns them. Flip the horns them. Bloody horns.
She said she don't want no broke pocket man.
Flip the horns.
She said she want a money man.
Well, let's ride them, DJ.
Spend all her money man. She still
Oi! Loop up! Loop it up! Alright then! Flip the horns them! Bloody horns! Flip the horns! Let it go! Let it go! Right! What you think not when what all you looking good? It's a mini rally tonight! You hear that? Here we go! Play!
this year I'm a man like
Carnival jumping! Oh, they look good! Let me go again! Play! Bada. Grace, good night!
this year I'm a
Not when what good night! And then what?
I get it on bad, put my hands up there. I can get around so
Okay then, I love it. Remember Tacho?
oh yeah, like a kind of I get it on bad, put my hands up there. I can get around so I must there. It's me and my friend that and me and they roll there. Give me room, let me jump on the man. Get carnival jump, get on man. Get carnival jump, let me hear this thing. Get carnival jump, action in ya, bacchanal in ya.
Okay then. Tell me down a little bit, DJ. Take it down. Remember tomorrow as well. Remember the fans leave up here tomorrow at 1:30 to go North Leeward. Remember North Leeward? We're going North Leeward tomorrow, right? And it's gonna be a North Star kind of event tomorrow down at the Chateaubelair playing field. You're gonna come out, catch the fans.